right, this is Joe Jaeger back with y'all for level 3 of the MPA Snare clinics. And this clinic is going to be focused on some rudiment breakdowns. And we're kind of just going to do a little chop out session and just work on some consistency with our quality and our sound as we play some of these rudiments. Now, right now we're going to be working on paradiddles, paradiddle diddles, Flam Accents, and Flam Taps. Some of the 4 most common rudiments you're going to see in any kind of snare drumming, whether that's high school level or independent level. And you may say, well, Joe, I already know these rudiments. I don't have to watch this clinic. But what we're going to do is just work on some very, very simple breakdowns so we can once again work on that quality and that next level quality of sound. Okay? So this first one we're going to do, very simple. We're just going to work on the paradiddle. We're just going to start with some double stroke 1/8 notes at 3 inches like this, followed by some 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, right, 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 left, 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 right. Okay, and we're going to do 8 counts with each pattern. Okay, I'll play it one time. Okay. There's our pattern. We're going to do that pattern 4 times through. 4 times. Here we go. Quality of sound is the goal here. Fourth time. Cool. Once again, feel free to pause this at any time. Go back. Play with these with lots and lots of reps. You can also slow the tempo down if you need to slow the tempo down. Speed it up if you feel like you're ready to speed it up and your quality is rocking. Next thing, we're going to add an accent on every single downbeat. Play that same exercise, accent on every downbeat. Here we go. Okay, and if you're hitting your sticks together like I'm doing, stop and restart. Okay, get a good start on that rep. Next one we're going to do is we're going to add a 16th note with the left hand, followed by a 16th note with the right hand. And then we're going to fill in the paradiddle. Okay, once again, quality is key. Quality is priority 1. Can you play perfect 16th notes straight with that metronome? Perfect sound quality with your taps at the low end. Okay, making every single note feel exactly the same. And working on that consistency. Here we go. All right, and there are a couple of your paradiddle breakdowns. Okay, so this is designed for me to just kind of throw some exercises at you, and you can slow down the tempo and then gradually build it up from there on your own. But for the purpose of these play-alongs, we're just at 120 for that exercise. Let's move on to the Paradiddle Diddle, one of my favorites. We're going to slow this one down to about 92 BPM. 92. Okay, this one's going to be pretty simple. We're just going to go right hand for 8 counts, and we're going to play this. Okay, and then we're going to fill in the Paradiddle Diddle. Okay, if you're uncomfortable with the sticking of these rudiments, check out your Essential 40 rudiment sheet. Okay, every drummer should have one of those. Here we go. We're going to do 8 counts of just the right hand. Fill it in with the Paradiddle Diddle. Just like the last exercise, we're going to do it 4 times through. Do that pattern 4 times. Okay, let's switch it to the left hand, off the left. Good. And just as a side note to interject here, when we're playing these very, very long, lengthy breakdowns where we're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, it's important to just focus on your consistency. But also in a rudiment like this, where both hands are super important, we got to think about matching sound quality left to right, especially on that left hand Paradiddle Diddle. Making sure our doubles sound even left to right. Right? Because I would put $20 on that your left hand downstrokes are not as good as your right hand downstrokes. Okay? So figure out how to stop that stick soon in order to play a nice quality double in the left hand to match the right. Moving on to the next super popular rudiment that you are going to see playing a snare drum book in a winter drumline or drum corps or marching band setting is going to be the Flam Accent, one of my faves. We're going to set our met at 100 BPM, and we're just going to do a simple exercise that just looks like this. We're going to do 8 of those. We're going to go right hand for 8, left hand for 8. Right hand for 8, left hand for 8. We're going to do right and left 4 times through. Okay? Here we go. This one will kind of take you back to level 1. And if you haven't watched level 1, go back and watch level 1 before you watch level 2, level 3, level 4. But we're talking about that upstroke again. Nice and relaxed on that last tap before you play that accent. Okay, a nice relaxed smooth upstroke is going to give you a relaxed downstroke, and you're going to be able to just throw some weight into that downstroke without being tense. Okay? The next part of that exercise, we're just going to play 64 Flam accents. 64. So for you math whizzes out there, that's 16 4 times. Okay? 16 Flam accents 4 times. Here we go. Okay, and once again, as we do those longer exercises where we play the same thing over and over and over again, we got to listen to our quality. So in this one, you can listen to your flam quality. You can listen to your tap quality, your rhythmic clarity on this part of each hand. Just making sure we're consistent. You got the same sound all the way through those 64 flam accents. The last one, going to be the Flam Tap. We're going to do this at the same tempo. And all we're going to do for this breakdown, we're going to play a triple beat for 8 beats, left hand. We're going to repeat that 4 times. Right, left, 4 times. 8 on each hand. And when I do this, I don't want to be fully up like this. I don't want 3 strokes that are exactly the same height. There is a purpose for that in another context, but for this context, we want a nice weighted stroke so that my tap heights are going to come down just a little bit. I'm still focused on turning my wrist here for every single note, and I kind of get that twitch motion in either hand, but I'm adding a little bit of weight with my forearm in order to get kind of a half downstroke with the first note of that triple. Okay? Here we go. 8 of them. And the last thing I'm going to do with that one is I'm just going to go straight Flam Taps, all right? And I'm going to play them for 8 measures, okay? 8 straight measures of Flam Taps. And let's say that we're in 4/4 time. Here we go. All right. And these longer consistency exercises are kind of up to your discretion. If you wanted to go 16 measures of Flam Taps, you could do that, no problem. If you wanted to go 32, if you wanted to go 64, 128, all the way up, you can do that at your discretion as well. Okay, once again, slow tempos all the way to fast tempos.